closeness and togetherness. I need to initiate warmth and presence and banter and lightness. If I'm not doing that, how am I going to achieve my little vision that I have about the feeling that I want with my wife?
I love that. And it's one of the things I think that gets a lot of couples into trouble is because they want their partner to do it first. And I get that. I really do, because it's scary. If you haven't been close and suddenly you start implementing any of these 8 steps, then it's scary because your partner might look at you as like, what are you doing? And again, this is where good communication, I think, comes in, because I don't know anybody who really wants to be in a relationship where they don't feel valued, where they don't feel like they matter, but to be able to take that step and reach out to their partner. It can be scary.
It can, and I want to piggyback on what you just said, because it can be scary. And I write about this idea of if you're a woman listening to this right now, here's something that you can do to begin to bridge the gap in your intimacy, if there is a gap. You could ask your husband to hold you with a very soft tone of voice. You could go up to him and say, would you please just hold me for a few moments? Now, recognizing he could reject it, recognizing he could say something stupid, recognizing he's not going to be present. He's got one hand on you, one on his phone, and he's looking at his phone, right? You'll know instantly if he's not present. You'll feel it. You'll know. But the moment you do that, you create the possibility of something special. And if you're willing to put yourself out there again and again to do that in different ways, you will build up this power within you that can never be taken away. Your job is to just initiate and to not be lost in whether he accepts it or not. You win when you initiate.
Right, and the reverse is true as well when the husband wants to become closer. And I do need, speaking as a woman, I do need for men to understand that how they, especially if there is an intimacy gap, a lot of the initiation originally needs to start around non-sexual things, because for a lot of women, they're hypersensitive to, well, all he wants is sex. So I would just caution that doing some of the other things, and I do like that you moved, the actual sexuality down to the bottom of the list, because that's almost like the culmination of all these things, as opposed to where a lot of men feel comfortable starting there. And that's not a slam on guys. My husband has just went male bashing, pay up. I'm not bashing men. I'm really not.
Actually, from my perspective, that's a great point. I often tell couples who have not been sexually active for years that it's not about sex. Sex will be a natural outcome in its own pace and time if you are doing these elements of intimacy. You will want to have sex. Desire will build. But That's not the focus. The focus is simply on building and reconnecting with each other, building these feelings of closeness.
Absolutely. And we could talk about this for the rest of the afternoon, but I want to give you the opportunity to tell the listeners where they can get more information about how to rebuild intimacy in their lives.
Well, they could come to my website, which is the number 90minutemarriagemiracle.com. And if they reference your show, I will send them a free ebook version of my book, The 90-Minute Marriage Miracle.
Well, terrific. So, the truth is you really don't have to settle for a less than marriage, although many people do. And if you are one of them, I genuinely and lovingly want to know why. It doesn't need to take a lot of time or money to get the marriage that you want and deserve. And it doesn't even need your partner's buy-in, as you just heard, at least not in the beginning. But what it takes is you stepping up and reaching out, and I guarantee that it is an investment that will pay off each and every day. So I invite you to keep listening, and until next week, stay loving.